Hello guys, welcome to the Wattfabrik points race. Over the hills and then a long part is flat. 4 laps that have a sprint in the flat on the other part, but we are starting off at the cobbled climbs, actually reverse, and of course these combs as well count for the points. I was just promoted to cut C, so I don't know how I can, if I can be competitive. I look to the table in Swift Power. There are some riders that are stronger than me and even heavier, but even in watts per kilo they are stronger than me. So let's see if I can keep up. Perhaps not with the front group, but second group could work. I won't talk too much, especially in the beginning, because it's really exhausting. First day is a downhill, pretty fast, and then very steep inclines, up to 22%. Yeah, much faster than D. I'm not used to that anymore. I was a C rider in December, but that's some health problems ago. So now here's the downhill. Everybody not being in the draft, somehow lost. Climb is starting after the right turn, next corner. Already toast. This is the steepest part. Oh, need to recover. Whole group approaching. Next climb in some kilometers. Not so steep, but long. Oh, I hope I can recover. That was a pretty tough start. One guy is up the front, off the front. He seems to be a solo rider. Too strong for us, I think, for almost all of us. Still pushing 4 watts per kilo. Will be interesting if we can catch up in the flat, but here probably not. Dietmar in second place, he pushes a lot in the front. He's working more than all the others. And in the flat, being only 75 kilos, I cannot compete. I should never go to the front. Let guys with 85 or 90 kilo do the work. For me, it would be a good result to stay in this group. I made some points in the beginning on the climbs and perhaps on the sprint. Not every sprint, but some of them I could attack to get some more good points. Wow, Monty is pushing from behind with 4.0. Very strong. As this group is conserving energy, I think on the next climb we will accelerate in power at least. Monty made it. He's back to the group. Yeah, this is the difference to cut D. In cut D, nobody can push 4 watts for a minute or minute and a half. Yeah, the climb is ahead. I'm about to be dropped. What a long incline. Pushing well above my FTP. Oh, heart rate broke somehow. Hey, gearing, don't fail again. This stretch is not too easy. It's a slight uphill for most of the time. Easy to get dropped. Recover, breathe deeply, stay in the draft. Nothing from behind, 1 minute 25. Even when the group is going slow, it's not a problem. Observe the front, don't be the front. This is how I need to ride this. Heart rate below 150 means there is a little bit in the tank. But probably this is true for all in this group. Yeah, now we are starting to enter the laps, 4 laps, just 1/3 of the distance done, but the rest is more or less flat. Already slightly accelerating. Dietmar is strong. Janine is strong. Well done. Very good. As there was a slight uphill on the other side, here's a little downhill. I was again to the limit. Hope I can recover. If they don't drop me, they are on the video. If they drop me, it's their problem. As I am a sprinter, actually these points races, even in C, are better for me because the pace in between the sprints is not so high, so I can recover, and even if exhausted, I can do a significant sprint. But of course, still 18 kilometers to go. I hope I'm champion in recovery, fast recovery. Oopsie, a glitch in the matrix. This has been for at least a year, this problem. This is again the uphill path, which becomes a little quicker. Or more power at least, more intense. We cannot even chase that solo rider down. Pretty amazing. Monty is also doing some work in the front, and Mr. David. Up to now, unexpectedly, this is more or less front pack. Janine, greetings to you. You were racing since my start in Swift in many races. Yeah, in former times I had the better sprint, but just she outsprinted me. Yeah, this race is completely without power-ups to keep it fair and simple, meaning not so many options in the sprint. Oh, 3 to go. We once had a race here, group much too strong for me. I couldn't win any sprint, but after the sprint, I always needed to catch up to the group. That was really tough. I hope this doesn't split. I should somehow stay in the middle, not on the outside of the blob. This is the best part of the course. Slightly downhill, nobody can escape. No breakaway. No breakaway, but this one guy who is so much stronger than we are, doing all of it alone. The only one who could probably keep up is Dietmar. Should spin a little bit more to get the blood circulating. Wait for the glitch in the matrix. Coming soon? Yes. Feeling a little bit better than in the beginning. Dietmar is making a pace. This is very beneficial actually for Janine and me. We couldn't do that. And if he wouldn't push so much, we would probably in one point of time be dropped if there is an attack from another rider. But they don't like to attack because Dietmar is pushing hard. Okay, about 2/3 done, 2.5 laps, but 3 sprints left. We had 2 comps and 3 sprints up to now. So 5 times points were given, 3 times to come, but double points for the finish. Hope that the recording works this time. Last time I screwed it up. It was such an interesting race. 10 laps Glasgow crit, and I messed it up. It simply didn't start, the recording. This time I verified that it started, and I hope it continued working. So let's see what we can do on this sprint. Again on the outside, catching a little bit of the wind. Master of recovery. Gear is not coming back. I don't want to stay in 18th gear. Shit. No. I shouldn't sprint for the next one so hard. To have something in the tank for the final. Per place, there's 1 point more in the sprints, the intermediates, and in the final, it's 2 points. As I won some of the sprints of the rest of the pack, perhaps I can get second if I do well in the final. Wow, pushing 3.3 in the front. Couldn't do that. Unfortunately, I couldn't follow who did second, third and fourth in the pack sprint. Two slight inclines, 2 sprints to go. Still good. Hope it stays like that. Could be that some of the diesel guys go for a long breakaway. Then I cannot follow. At the comms as well, I was not completely in front, so there I also lost some points. The sprints worked pretty well up to now. When this happened the first time, I was somehow afraid to lose the connection. Wow. Dietmar is doing such a good job for us sprinters. I don't know if this was perhaps by discussion up front inside Wattfabrik, or he takes it as a training, a threshold training. This is pretty amazing what he does. I could try to follow second or third wheel to save some energy for the final, or take a sip of fluid. The power graph looks very funny. But of course, these sprints somehow accumulate some, how to call it, some lactate in the sprint muscles. So it's getting tougher and tougher from lap to lap. I simply shouldn't become last in the sprint. Should be somewhere with the front group. This one was easy. Again, the gearing doesn't work. Last lap. This was tough to catch up with the group. I'm careful with the gears. Seems they don't work properly. Okay, concentration. 3 more kilometers to go. Past the first corner, past the glitch. Take care that not a complete group goes, because then I could lose second place. Just stay in the wheels and kick for the last sprint. Okay. Take some deep breaths. Last sip of fuel. It's actually only water, but you lose a lot water in such a race. Two and a half. If one goes, I would simply stay with the group, because I could kill me when trying to catch him. They removed part of my lung some months ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago. So VO2 max is not too good, like 5-minute power. 30-second power is pretty good. This is done from other energy reserves, not from oxygen. Every position would steal 2 points. Janine won one of the sprints and one of the comms from the rest of the group. But she deserves the win. As a woman with these heavier guys with almost the same watts per kilo, she has a tough standing. Yeah, the hurt guy goes. Still 2 minutes to go. Yeah, now this is tough for me. Shit! Oh, this was a hard race. These kickers in the beginning, pulling all the power out of your legs. Yeah, shit, he beat me by 700 of a second. I could have easily done that. Okay guys, it was a pleasure. Much stronger than I expected. Actually, from the values, it's not so good because we had these long phases without pedaling too much, and I did an exhausting race yesterday, so it's pretty much what could be expected. Yeah, funny enough, of course this guy is incredibly strong. In the end it was only 14 seconds, but he did everything solo. So this is pretty strong, and he was not heavy. He was 70 or even less than 70 kilos. 65 perhaps. Okay, this one also not heavy. I think the most heavy ones, they didn't survive the climb. This one is a little bit more in weight. Janine, of course, is lightweight, very strong. I appreciate very much what she did. She was strong also in the sprints. Monty, yeah, also average weight. Yeah, I'm also lightweight, perhaps a little bit lighter even, with 74 something. But of course I had a strong sprint. And here Dietmar is much heavier. He's 80 something. Oh, also not so heavy. He did a lot of work in the front. So his 3.0 shows what he did in the front. And okay, here's the first bigger gap. Of course the first bigger gap is here. But here's another one. Almost catching up. Or was he dropped? I don't know. He was dropped, actually, yes. He was dropped. Okay, nice race. I hope to see you all again in the next points race. For me, being Wattfabrik, of course, it's mandatory. Actually, the group was not as strong as I was fearing, in terms of they all needed to conserve some energy as well. So they could have easily gapped me when pushing more on the long climb. I was almost dropped, and in the flats also one gap I could never have closed that. But observe, next week again I will be stronger. My trend is very strong in the moment, gaining like 10 watts every week. So see you next one. I will be average category, not lower end anymore, and then we can fight again. Okay, see you. It was really a fun game.